She likes sometimes looking nice and having some cleavage, so she feels sexy when she looks at her in the mirror. It has nothing to do with what she's getting out of others. It's how she sees herself. Oh, I'm sexy. I wanted to feel that way. 50 gifted. I wanted to say, hold on, I'm so sexy. I think it's hot shit.
Yeah, I love it when your girl comes to the club with a set. I love it.
Facts.
Oh yeah, because you can look like a window shopper, like when you're broke, right?
Right.
And I know that she comes back home and sucks my balls and probably not yours, and nobody else is in the world.
That's right.
That's security.
Thank you. That's right. You're right.
Security.
No, you're totally right, man. Everyone's window shopping. No one's touching her. Just
they are window shopping. They absolutely are. Yeah.
If your girlfriend is getting dressed up to look nice for herself, then why does she need to go out to the club? And not only does she need to go out to the club, conveniently enough, she needs to go out to the club without you. This is bot behavior, and this is what happens when feminine attention tools like social media start to curate your reality because you spend too much time on them. Just take a second and think about it. He's 26 years old. This is a grown man. There's an entire generation of young men that have been convinced that women put on skimpy clothes to go out in 18-degree weather, and they're not doing it for the sexual attention of other men. They're doing it for themselves. And conveniently enough for them, the only way you can prove that you're a confident, secure man is to let them do it. You got to come up with a better reason. Now, I can see if it's a special occasion like a friend's birthday or a friend just came into town that you haven't seen in a long time, but to allow your girlfriend to go into a dangerous environment with a bunch of men fueled by alcohol so that she can get sexual attention and so you can prove that you're secure is wild. He just said everybody else is a window shopper and nobody is going to be able to touch his girl when she goes out. Let's play the tape of his girl.
All right, well, let's do this. So we're doing a music video that's completely hood as so we need you to twerk. Do you do that?
No.
Hey, Andy, you said she was going to twerk.
I girls around try, but I'm not very good. I mean,
this is the girl that nobody was going to be able to touch when she goes out.
Oh yeah, she likes him. Oh yeah, see action in the chat, boys. Yeah, hump it. Hump. Yes, more hump it. She fell. Ice is too hard of a hump. Soft hump. Back it up on him.
And I'm gonna let the whole thing play too.
Yeah. Say gang shit.
Damn shame.
Holy fuck. Come on. Jesus Christ. Come on. Save this.
This is exactly. You can't get a good angle from it. Hand on her butt.
This is the new generation of grown men. Look at this man.
Put your hand on his hand. Holy fuck. It's a shot.
This is what young men want to be.
Holy fuck. That's hilarious.
This is what society tells young men to be. Bot behavior. That's a perfect example of bot behavior, and that's what happens when you don't think for yourself. You just let social media program you. This is what Western civilization wants men to become, because if you ain't willing to stand up against your girlfriend grinding on some other dude right in front of you, what are you going to stand up against? If we were in the 1950s, do you think this shit would be happening? If we were in the Middle East, do you think this shit would be happening? Western civilization is making modern men weak, and women are hardwired to sniff out weak men and take advantage of them.
Now they mention it, I mean the other girl, the 5-year relationship or whatever the fuck, we were like broken up. So I had to move to the United States for like a week, and I said we're done, right? And I guess she kind of did it. It was easy for me to break up, right? Because she said, oh yeah, I think she was like went with some other dude or whatever the fuck. And I was like, holy fuck, oh my god, fucking.
Wait, so as soon as y'all broke up, she got with another dude?
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, I made me so happy.
Bro, I'm here to tell you that he was.
Made you happy?
He was beating it down, like he was.
Oh, made me happy, yeah.
I'm telling you, like
what?
Like is he talking about the first relationship that he had, the first year?
The second one, 5-year one,
that he left in
if you
France.
left her and she instantaneously went
there
to
for a
another
while.
guy, he was beating it down probably while.
So let me get this straight. You prove that you're a weak man by allowing your woman to walk all over you and let her do whatever she wants to do, and then you act surprised when whatever she wants to do includes sucking some other dude off.
I don't have time to feel emotions, because when you're put in a certain position, you have to make sure everybody else is okay. It's a man's job to protect, provide, and love. I have 6 children that I'm responsible for. I have a mother, 1 remaining brother, 1 remaining sister. Before I think about myself, I have to think about them. That's a man's job, and I live a good life. I ain't got time to complain about nothing, so I don't have emotions. I have a job to do. I have to take care of my family.
This is exactly what it means to be a man. Understanding that you're responsible for not only yourself, but also the people around you, and being willing to put your emotions aside to do the things you need to do to get positive results. I'm still looking for this secret group of misogynistic men that are out to oppress women, because all I see are guys working 50 hours a week, sacrificing their physical health to do the dangerous jobs necessary to keep society moving forward. And the craziest part is most men understand our burden of performance, and we don't even complain about it. That's why you make them a plate. You don't make him a plate because of patriarchal oppression. You make him a plate because you understand the burden that he has to carry, and you want to show you appreciate him for it. Feminism teaches women to hate men by pointing out the small minority of bad men while ignoring the vast majority of men who sacrifice every single day so that we can enjoy the luxuries that we have.
Would you rather have a high-profile job for no pay or clean sewers for $100,000 a year?
I struggle with the smell of poo, so I think a high-profile job with no pay, because when you think about it, it would come with incentives.
You can pay your mortgage there.
I guess there's pros to both of them, but to give you a flat-out answer, I would prefer to have the high-profile job without pay, because if I was high-profile, I'd market myself to be sponsored by some company and just keep working at it and get money, get paid, do more with that platform I have.
I'm cleaning sewers for $100K, man. Ain't no shame in my game.
I'm cleaning sewers. There's no question about it.
Why?
More money.
Clean the sewers. I'm just going in my head. No, I'm going to clean the sewers for $100,000 a year.
Or clean sewers for $100,000 a year?
Oh my God. I'd rather the first one.
Okay, so wouldn't that explain why you're paid less?
Yeah.
Because you don't want to do...
Because I really don't want to do that.
You don't want to do the dangerous, dirty jobs.
No.
So could that possibly be why so many women earn less money than men?
Yep.
So is that based on discrimination or based on choice?
And choices.
I stayed up all night, couldn't sleep, thinking about it.
Carnell is a wanted man because he refuses to do what the state orders and to pay child support for a child that DNA tests prove isn't his. A child he doesn't even know.
I haven't even had a chance to really speak to him except for one time when we took the DNA test.
Nonetheless, right now, under the law, he's a deadbeat dad. Today, he turned himself in to the judge as ordered.
Scared because I've been before this judge before.
But this time he had attorney Cherika Harris, who volunteered to help after seeing his story on 7 Action News. The judge said he will not go to jail for today.
Thank you. Thank Ms. Harris. And hope that we can resolve this soon.
I'm just trying to help him with his future.
Though the threat of jail is on hold, it is not over. Carnell Alexander still owes more than $30,000 to the state for a child that's not his, because the mom wrote his name down because she needed to name someone in order to get welfare benefits.
And I had to put him down as the father. That was the only way I can get assistance.
Now,
I'm almost homeless. I'm almost in jail. I'm out of work. My money is being threatened to be taken.
This man owes the state $30,000 for a child proven to not be his. The lady literally just admitted to paternity fraud, and he's the one being threatened to be sent to jail. At this point, child support is highway robbery. They'll say they're doing it for the best interest of the child, but then they'll break up the family by throwing the kid's dad in jail if he can't make payments, who is, by the way, the most important component of that kid's life. If a mom needs welfare to take care of her kids, then maybe the kids should stay with their dad, or at least do 50-50 custody, which is, by the way, the most effective way to raise kids if the parents are separated. But that's never going to happen because the state doesn't make money when you do 50-50 custody. For every dollar of child support the state collects, the federal government reimburses them 66%, so this is a big business. So the state isn't going to encourage 50-50 custody because, well, it's not profitable, and the movement that is supposedly about equality is never going to say anything about it because it's a good tool for women to use to extort men. Till next time.
If it's an issue, we gon' solve them. I got 99 problems I can go through by myself. You